back on drugs and I'm better than ever.
Yeah! It's the Rockin' Metal Revival!
I don't know what the fuck I was thinking.
Drink it up!
And then you can bring your spunky little fuck bunyip on the road with us and I can finish eating that chocolate bar out of her sweet little girly bits.
Welcome to the show!
Horns up, metalheads. Time for another edition of Rockin' Metal Revival. How you doing, partner?
I'm here.
All right,
okay.
We got a lot of new music on today's show.
We do.
Yeah.
They sent us some new tunes.
We got some new tunes. We'll hear new music from Motorhead.
Really?
You gotta like Motorhead.
From Lemmy.
That's right. Queensryche.
Nice.
We'll also hear new music from a band called Metal Allegiance.
Oh, yeah. Who's that and who's all in that?
Alex Skolnick.
Got Portnoy.
Portnoy. Yeah, a lot of... We'll talk about that a little later. Yeah. Who's playing bass on it?
Dave Ellefson.
Dave Ellefson from,
and then someone else probably too, but...
We've got new music from Chris Caffrey.
Oh, no kidding.
We've also got new Boboflex, and speaking of Boboflex, they're going to be our guest today, Marty McCoy from... I was right,
Sure.
It was Marty McCoy.
You sure? It's
Yeah.
not Sean McCoy from Bobaflex?
No, I'm positive. And then
It's
we've
Bobaflex.
also got new music from Symphony X. I dig that tune, too.
Oh, sweet.
Why don't we kick the show
That's
off with
like
that one?
some progressive stuff there.
Yeah.
Some great guitar playing, man. Just, whoo.
Smoking.
Smoking, yeah.
Smoking a pancake. All right.
I'd rather smoke other things.
All right.
Pancakes. Come on, now we'll smoke something else.
Maybe they make a blunt that's
Ah.
pancake flavored. Maple syrup or something.
You've been to Jamaica. Did they do that?
No.
Maybe you should go there and start your own rolling blunts with pancakes.
That's right. Maybe I'll try that
I don't know
when
if
I
they'd
retire.
be smoked very well, but
Tastes good.
might, yeah.
All right, here's...
Weed pancakes. Let's
There you
start
go.
our own franchise.
Yeah, like brownies. We'll be the weed house instead of
There
the
you go.
Waffle House.
Start
All
your
right,
breakfast right. Start your day right.
let's kick
like
the show
waking
off.
and baking.
What? Yeah, exactly. Let's start the show off. Quit bullshitting here and get to some Symphony X. The new song is called Nevermore. This is Rockin' Metal Revival on the air.
Put on your tuxes, man. Symphonies kicking
From
in.
the CD Seasons of Tragedy, there's Benedictum and Beast in the Field on Rockin' Metal Revival. I really dug that CD.
Oh, yeah. I like all of their CDs,
I do.
man.
I really
Good
dig
stuff,
Benedictum.
man.
And if you've been paying any attention to our Facebook, we have a concert announcement to make.
We have a Facebook?
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah, no
wow.
shit. Hey,
We're like so up on it.
I didn't ever
man.
knew we had a website. So, I mean, here we
Wow.
go.
Man, I didn't know that we was on the internet.
Friday night, October 16th. Mark your calendars as the V
The V?
is coming to our hometown. Well,
Well,
Kinda
you're
close.
Kind of up close, yeah.
to our area, to our
Yeah.
backyard.
Yeah, a few
How's
miles
that?
away.
That's
Yeah.
right. Veronica Freeman will be playing in Janesville, Wisconsin, Friday night, October 16th at a local club called the Drunken Monkey.
Perfect place.
And get this, no cover.
No cover?
Yep.
No kidding? Just a free show? Just
Yep.
come and no
Come
shit.
on out. She'll have all of her merch and everything there. And after the show, she'll be signing some autographs.
No kidding.
Hopefully, rumor has it that you and I will be there.
Oh.
And
I might be able to make the trip. I'm checking into flights.
flights and
now.
stuff.
Yeah, and
But,
hotels and all that. You know,
it's a
gotta
done
get it
deal.
done.
And then we are working on a show as we speak right now for Saturday night and possibly Thursday night, the 15th in the Midwest. The V is coming out to rock your ass off. So if you're in the area...
Nice.
If you're in the area, get your friends together because the Monkey only holds about 200, maybe 250 at the most.
Yeah.
So once it gets to capacity,
You're done.
the door is shut. So
Yeah.
If you want to come out, I'm
And
also
they won't let you out either,
no
ever.
So we're trying to also get a in store at the Exclusive Company here in Janesville.
It's very exclusive.
so that you can come out and buy the V's. Solo album and meet the V, and we'll do a meet and greet, some pictures, and she'll sign some CDs for you.
She'll sign your boobs.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's excellent. So I'm pretty excited, man, to see the
That would
V.
be cool. Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's already talked about you playing some cowbell.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I might be able to do that if the shoulders can hold out.
Yeah,
I'll have to go get some therapy on the shoulders so make sure I can beat it
Yeah.
because
you've been beating it for a long time, dude. Your shoulders
Yeah.
might be wore out.
I know, that's what I'm thinking, man. I got cowbell shoulders.
So what'd you think of that new Symphony X?
I liked it, man. I always liked that freaking guitar player's great.
Yeah.
Just cool music too, man.
So check it out. The new Symphony X is out, and I'm kind of digging that. Also, like I said earlier, we got last week we played the new Jeff Tate. What'd you think of that?
I thought it was okay. It sounded more like the Queensryche of late Queensryche, where I didn't like it very much.
Yeah.
It didn't
Like the
Y2
or Q.
Yeah, it sounded like the late, like American. What was that American thing? That album,
The American Soldier one?
Yeah, it sounded like something off there. You know, there wasn't.
I didn't think he pushed his voice too hard on it, though.
Exactly.
I thought it was okay.
He's not using the upper register like he used to.
I don't think he has it.
Yeah, that's true. So I guess he's just trying to,
do what he can. But, kind of like with Halford. Halford's not really using that upper register anymore either.
No, not on the new recorded stuff, because then he'd have to try to do it live.
Yeah.
Shit, he's got enough stuff way up there to have to try to sing live.
There's a new Saxon album coming out real soon, too, and a tour.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I know you're a big Saxon fan.
Cool.
So
I like, and their new stuff is good, man.
Yeah.
Every album's been good. I've been impressed.
What do you say we play something off that last album?
Which one?
A Sacrifice? Yeah,
sure.
Some Saxon. And we'll also throw in that new Queensryche. And coming up, we've got News of the Weird. But right now, from their last album, here is Saxon. This is called Stand Up and Fight on Rockin' Metal Revival. From the CD Furosity, there's Monster Truck and Old Train on Rockin' Metal Revival. Man, I dug that album. I still listen to that a lot.
It's groovy, man.
It is. It's kind of hippie stoner rock, kind of like Crowbot.
Yeah, it's got a groove, man.
Speaking of groove, man,
I can play guitars, man.
The other night, Tuesday night, I went and saw Alice in Chains at the rave.
How was it?
And dude, you know how usually they throw a bunch of suck bands on before the headliner.
Yeah.
Not Alice in Chains, dude. No opening band. They just played tunes. 9 o'clock, they walked out and played for an hour and 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And I mean, and it's kind of funny. Jerry Cantrell says, okay, now this is the point in the show where we're supposed to run off the side and make you scream and yell, and then we piss, and then we come back out maybe after 5 minutes of you hollering and screaming.
Yeah.
He goes, do you want me to do that, or do you want to just
add another song?
Or do you just want me to keep playing?
Nice.
And everybody's like, and they fucking played for like another 20 minutes, man. It was fucking cool. And they played all the hits, man, and they played their new stuff, and man, I can't believe the crowd that band still draws.
Yeah.
A huge
crowd. Were they in the big?
They were up in the Eagles, yeah.
Oh, nice.
The whole balcony was sold out, and there wasn't much room on the floor either.
Yeah.
So, great show from Alice in Chains. If you get a chance to see him, go see him. All right, getting to news of the weird. This one is kind of scary. A man accused of masturbating in driveway 3 times a week.
This isn't in Beloit, is it?
No. Yeah,
they didn't catch me then.
No. And Steve's still got that knee problem. So he's probably, he's not interested.
Well, he might. It could have been him.
Could have been.
Could have been.
Third time is not a charm for this guy. There is, if he's nothing, he's consistent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A 52-year-old man in Meltree, Louisiana, had accomplished a hat trick of sorts by getting arrested. A little hockey reference there. I like that. Nice writing, Jerry.
Nice.
Getting arrested for public masturbation 3 times in 1 week.
Nice. But I guarantee he's did it more than just three times.
3 times.
He just got caught those.
Exactly. Gregory Guerin was collared on obscenity charges Saturday night after a neighbor reported the suspect was masturbating outside his home. Deputies who arrived on the scene found Guerin hiding in the backyard. He was hauled off to Jefferson Parish Correctional Center and booked on obscenity charges. At this point, the jail may be a bit of a second home for Guerin because Saturday night's arrest marked the 3rd time in 7 days for the same charge, dude.
Jeez, man. Get a grip.
Oh, get this.
Maybe
on July 26th, he was arrested. Yeah, he's got a grip. That's not the issue. He was arrested. Witnesses reported seeing him masturbating in a chair in his driveway.
Steve could do that.
Yeah, he could do that. Officers said,
so if he ever says, "Hey, man, my knee's really messed, I can't do anything," you can go sit in your driveway and masturbate.
Yeah, the 26th, I guess he was drunk.
No,
so he had an excuse.
There's no alcohol involved. Come on.
Yeah, and then on July 29th, he was arrested once again after a witness saw him committing the same act under his carport. What did he think? There were walls up or something? What the hell?
What's this? Maybe you just got to have the open air on it. to make it more fun.
I don't know.
He's just airing it out, or I don't know.
I
Who knows?
Who knows? We're gonna
leave that alone.
leave that one alone. Kentucky sheriff asked drug dealer to turn in his competition. Kentucky sheriff has posted a flyer on its Facebook asking drug dealers to turn in their rivals.
Nice.
You know what that reminds me of? That Cheech and Chong bit. Hey, when he's talking to Sergeant Sedenko and he says,
Oh, yeah.
hey, if you know somebody that sold you some bad stuff, can you turn him in?
Billy sold me some bunk, man.
You couldn't get a fly high.
Here's oregano, man.
All right, multiple media outlets report Franklin County Sheriff's Office posted a flyer Monday afternoon featuring an image of a marijuana leaf. Says, is your dealing competition costing you money? We offer a free service to help you eliminate your drug competition. That's a really good idea if you think about it.
Oh, man. Come on. For weed? Come on. Do it get the fucking heroin
Yeah.
dealers. Get those assholes
leave
out
the
of here.
weed-
The weed guys ain't doing nothing.
All the weed guys are doing is spiking the sales of Doritos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they need to just get off of that shit. Just legalize it and quit, because decriminalize it and it just makes it more fun.
You know, the other night I watched Reefer Madness.
Did you?
Yeah, for about 10 minutes I thought Reefer
Did
was
it make
bad.
you quit?
No. All right, fake cop pulls over real cop and gets real charge.
Nice.
Authorities in northeastern Ohio says a man pretending to be a police officer was caught and charged because the driver targeted his bogus traffic stop to a real cop. Police in North Kingsville say an off-duty Youngstown officer was stopped Sunday night by the alleged impersonator who was driving a black sports utility vehicle with red and blue emergency-style lights.
Nice.
Yeah. Wonder where the hell he got those.
I don't know.
I'd like to get those in here, those red and blue lights.
Oh, that'd be kind of cool.
It would be.
But then I'd be freaking out thinking they're
The
cops
unarmed
are
man in
outside.
civilian clothes repeatedly tried to convince the Youngstown officer that he was a real lawman, but eventually drove away. They found him minutes later. Oh, man. He's been
so
charged,
busted.
misdemeanor charge for impersonating an officer.
Thing is, man, I wonder how many times he got away with it and what he did.
Yeah.
You know? So good thing they caught the dude. But
Well, back in the
That's
70s, I
funny,
mean,
though.
all those people impersonating the village people, they'd have had a big problem.
yeah. Well, we impersonate.
Hey,
People.
Here's a bad thing.
Uh-oh.
Meth lab remnants found in Taco Bell in Iowa.
No wonder.
Authorities say 2 men have been arrested after the remnants of a methamphetamine lab were found inside a Taco Bell in eastern Iowa. Cedar Rapids Police Department say officers found 2 men outside the restaurant early Tuesday. One identified himself as a Taco Bell employee.
Where were they doing it? In the restroom? Or where?
In the restaurant, officers entered the closed restaurant and found a meth lab remnants in a utility area.
Oh, okay.
The men were identified as 31-year-old Christopher Matos and 56-year-old Kent Doobie. D-U-B-Y, Doobie. Yeah.
Doobie.
You think at 56 he'd know better than to be selling meth.
Yeah,
The
or making it.
Yeah, the
Jesus.
arrest and charge with the conspiracy to manufacture methamphetamine. They face additional charges, including meth possession.
So they didn't notice the smell. They
Yeah.
didn't smell any different.
Taco Bell says in a statement that one of the men was an employee who has now been fired. The restaurant will be sanitized before it reopens.
Well, they should do that at everyone. Have you ever seen the bathrooms in one of those?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
It's like a meth lab.
And last but not least,
Oh, no, we got to go to what state?
where are we going?
We got to go to Florida.
That's
for
right,
something.
Lake Worth, Florida. Chicken and beer make for a bad burglary.
Chicken and beer.
A Florida family tells police they came home to chicken bones and empty beer bottles scattered around their kitchen floor, and the would-be robber passed out on their couch. Palm Beach, Florida reports deputies found 22-year-old Jacob Miller still asleep when they responded Monday to Lake Worth home in South Florida. After taking Miller into custody, deputies found numerous items of jewelry on the man that belonged to the family. Palm Beach Post reports that Miller told deputies he went into the home because he needed a place to stay but refused to answer any other questions. Miller was charged with burglary and robbery. Records show also that an open warrant was out for him in Texas.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
that once again, he went in there hungry.
Yeah, you don't be robbing and doing shit like that on an empty stomach.
Exactly.
Jeez, that's you're gonna get caught.
Yeah.
Because you're either gonna eat there or you're gonna stop at a freaking fast food place on
Taco
the way
Bell
home
and buy home some meth.
And yeah,
Yeah.
Taco Bell, yeah. You can do all your shopping there. Get some meth, get some burritos,
yeah.
Tacos, and
Go home
then rob them.
Then go home and drop a chalupa.
All
right, that winds up the news today. Hey, I got offered some free tickets to go see Motley's final show in.
Oh, you going?
No.
I
was going to go in just to meet Nita Strauss because
yeah.
Alice was opening, but
That'd be
I
kinda
thought,
cool.
you know what, that's a long drive to have to listen to Motley Crue.
Yeah,
so
where?
I'm
Milwaukee?
Yeah.
That's not bad. Come on.
It's Motley Crue, dude. Think about it.
It's the Vince Neil.
If this man was singing, I might go.
Yeah. Mr. Karabi.
That's right. From his Unplugged, why don't we play that version of Hooligan's Holiday? Coming up, we've got Talking Real Metal, news you can't use as Rock and Metal Revival rolls on.
Here's your latest hard rock and metal news on Rock and Metal Revival.
All right, metalheads, it's time for Talking Real Metal, news you can't use. Grab the children around the stereo speakers and make them listen up.
Don't handcuff them, though.
Yeah.
That's not cool.
No.
Duct tape works
Duct
just
tape
as good.
work, yeah, or that twist tie thing. That
Yeah,
they,
those ties. Yeah,
Yeah.
those things, man. Those work good.
or a taser.
No,
All right.
Don't tase your kids.
Don't tase me, bro. All right. Jimmy Page on Led Zeppelin rehearsals following the 2007 reunion. It became a total nightmare. I don't think those guys really get along that well anymore.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Too bad, man.
Yeah, it would've
That's
been
an
cool.
end of an era.
Yeah.
All right, Slayer profiled as part of the Smithsonian's Institute Places of Musical Innovation exhibit.
Oh, God, they're going to put them right next to the dinosaurs.
Yeah, and right in between Mozart and a dinosaur.
Jeez.
Nikki Sixx doesn't.
Now I feel fucking old.
Do you?
Holy crap, yeah. When you got Slayer going into the
Smithsonian, yeah.
It's like, wow, man. It's not cool anymore. Metal ain't cool anymore.
Metal
What
is
happened?
cool. Don't
What
worry about
happened?
it. Nikki Sixx doesn't have any second thoughts about retiring Motley Crue from the road. Thank God.
Does that mean they're going to still record? If
No.
he's just retiring them from the road?
I think 6 a.m. is a
Yeah,
his
going to take
next
up his
vehicle.
time.
And you know what, dude? I really liked Motley Crue in the younger days, but now that
now that they're
Vince
old,
is an idiot.
Yeah.
Sebastian Bach. If I'm hard to get along with, it's usually because I think something sucks.
Well,
Okay.
that's probably about true.
You know what? He was so cool when we had him on the show that time.
Yeah.
We got to get
and
him
then he
back.
stood us up a couple times.
No, it was the publicist that fucked us on that one.
Sure it was.
Jakey Lee's Red Dragon Cartel rejoined by singer Darren James Smith.
He's back.
I got to talk to
He's back.
Anthony and find out if that's
That's
just...
because they got a fucking tour of Japan booked, and he's like, cha-ching, now I can
Yeah.
make money if
Yeah.
I'm back with them. Oh, hey, I'll come sing with you.
Rat bases to perform band classics with newly launched Rat's Juan Crucier. Is that his name? Crucier? Project, yeah. And you know what?
And it's like,
just...
you're the bass player. Yeah, you helped write the fucking songs, but you're the bass player, dude. Really?
You know, that would be...
And that's the
that would
same
be
thing
like
with
if
the
John
drummer.
Paul Jones came out as Led Zeppelin.
Yeah. Or, yeah, I mean, Jimmy Page could do it, but yeah, jump up. I mean, come on.
Lita Ford on the runways. We were just teenage girls with raging hormones. I'd have liked to know him back then.
Yeah, when's that book coming out?
Yeah.
They keep putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. I think it's because she didn't get the cowbell joke. They're still
She's
think
still
there's
pissed
something.
off about that.
Yeah.
All right, hey, you know what? I'm starting to like this guy more and more. I like Stone Sour. I'm not a huge Slipknot fan. Slipknot's okay.
Yeah.
My wife loves them, but Slipknot's Corey Taylor says younger metal fans don't care about the roots of the genre, and that's true.
And that's why they have no clue. That's
Yeah.
why they like this.
Yeah.
Crap.
That was really good. Have you ever thought about getting a band?
I've thought about it
All
because
right.
it doesn't take much talent.
Hey,
to
one of
do
your
that.
favorite band, Dream Theater's James Labrie, illegal music downloading is no different than stealing groceries.
Well, it's easier. It's easier, and you don't have to stick when you're stealing groceries. Like you have to put stuff in your pants and stuff. You don't
Like
have to do
like
that
that
with the
James
music.
Addiction video. Ben caught stealing when
Yeah.
he goes in with
Yeah, you
okay.
put all that stuff. You got to find places to put that.
Put that stuff, yeah,
You know,
and-
with downloading music, you already got a place to put it.
Nobody's going to go, hey.
Yeah, it's
Is
not
that-
taking up a lot.
Is that
of
a chuck
space.
roast in your pants? No, never mind. Y&T,
It's a tube steak.
yeah. Y&T frontman Dave Manketti's signature wines to be unveiled next week. We should get some of those. Maybe do a show drinking wine.
Yeah, because we're
not stupid enough. Sammy Hagar to develop global lifestyle brand called Sammy's Island.
Sammy, he's doing the Paul Stanley thing.
Yeah. Joe Satriani lands highest U.S. chart position of 30-year career with Shockwave Supernova.
For an instrumental album, that's pretty high.
That's pretty high.
Yeah.
German's Wacken Open Air Festival struggles to break even. That's sad, man.
How? Man, did you see those videos I sent you?
Yeah.
The thing with
Sabotage and TSO.
That was
awesome.
That was badass.
Yeah.
Side by side. In the middle of the song, switching from one band singing it to the other, and it's fucking cool.
Hey, Miley Cyrus joined Steel Panther on stage for a Def Leppard cover. I wonder if she showed her tits.
She probably
did.
Twerked.
She probably twerked up on Lexi.
Yeah.
And original AC/DC singer Dave Evans to write book about his time with the band. That'll be a short story.
He wrote the original on a fucking napkin. Come on, dude. You didn't do shit with that band, and you're still, I'm the original singer. Yeah, they had you for what, a year? And they didn't do nothing.
So, that winds up talking real metal. Since we did talk about Steel Panther, and they closed down the whiskey. But the whiskey? No,
the
Hard Rock.
Or House of Blues.
House of Blues, yeah. They closed that down out on
Sunset.
Yep. And we are going to, what do you say we play something from them?
Sure.
How about Just Like Tiger Woods?
Sure. It's like sports.
You said that to me the other day when I was driving that Buick.
Yeah. You driving, it's like, you look like Tiger Woods.
Thank you.
Banging it like Tiger Woods.
This portion of Rock and Metal Revival is brought to you by...
Holy shit, man, you got to get on that. Life isn't about sex. Life is about children. And passion.
Yeah.
And the spirit.
Yeah, life's about passion.
It's not about fucking and balls and pussy. It's about love. It's about people. It's about connection.
It's all about connections.
It's not about cock and ass and tits and butthole pleasures.
It's not about butthole pleasures at all.
It's not about this rusty trombone and the dirty Sanchez.
Please stop.
And the Cincinnati bow tie.
Moosh.
And the pussy juice cocktail. And the shit-stained balls.
Moosh, just please stop.
Just relax.
That's enough.
There's brand new music from Chris Cavry from his CD. That is the title track. It's new. It's called Your Heaven is Real on Rock and Metal Revival. I dig Chris Cavry and the stuff he does, man.
Yeah.
You know, he doesn't pigeonhole himself, and he just does what he feels like doing. And very cool stuff.
Fucking talented, man.
No shit. I mean, he did the Randy Rhoads Remembered. He did Sabotage, TSO.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, the guy can
Great
play,
stuff.
man. I dig Chris Cavry. He's always welcome on this show.
Love that song. Pisses me off.
Yeah.
That's
I
a
listen to
good
that a
one.
lot,
Yeah.
actually. Yeah. Well, coming back on the show today is Marty McCoy of the band Boboflex, and
Sure it's
they
not
play.
Sean?
I'm positive.
Okay.
And they play around here quite often, and have really, like he said, he goes around here in Wisconsin in this area, they get the same attention as they would in Europe, and they're planning on going to Europe this spring, and hopefully that happens for them, and they make it big because nice guys.
Yeah.
The whole band is a bunch of great
For
guys.
sure.
And they've got
Really
a
good.
new CD out called Anything That Moves. And this is the first single of it. And it might also end up being the Rock and Metal Revival theme song. This is called Mama, Don't Take My Drugs Away.
Nice.
On Rock and Metal Revival. There's brand new music from Boboflex from their CD Anything That Moves. The single's called Mama, Don't Take My Drugs Away. And brother, what do you think that means? Anything that moves.
I'm not sure.
I know you and I had that
We have an
reputation
idea.
a while back in our day.
Back in the high school, And we screw anything
that
that moves.
moved. Yeah, that's right. But we are proud.
Even if it didn't, it's
even if it
easy
didn't move,
pickings,
it was
huh?
easy pickings. Yeah, we are happy to have on the show with us and back on Rock and Metal Revival. We'd like to welcome Marty McCoy of Boboflex. Welcome to the show, bud.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Marty, you guys have got to be one of the hardest working bands out there right now. Every time I turn around, Boboflex is here, Boboflex is there. How did you get time to record this album?
We locked the doors, took 2 months off, and worked 24/7 around the clock.
It came out in this new single, "Mama Don't Take My Drugs Away." We're getting some great response from that. How are the crowds reacting to that live?
Absolutely crazy. We're speaking right to their heart and souls. I love our fans, and everybody's dealt with somebody being on drugs, And I've got a little bit of flack from it in different interviews. They're like, I can't believe you wrote a drug anthem. And it's like, it's not a drug anthem. It's about a guy that's coming off drugs, and that's kind of what it's like. They get pretty crazy, and they kick in doors and scream at their loved ones and all that kind of stuff. It's just the facts. It's not really pro-drugs. It's definitely anti-drugs, but, whatever. We don't care. We write what we want.
Well, I tell you, last time we saw you out on the road, it would have been Sonic Boom was the last time out on the big stage there, and you guys have had a band change since the last time we saw you.
Yeah. No, not Sonic Boom, no.
No, it would have been the last time at the back bar then, because you guys were still had your old bass player, still were doing Sound of Silence. You guys still playing that?
Oh, yeah. We, tighter than ever. Our Sonic Boom was our 22-year-old bass player from Tacoma, Washington. Sonic Boom was like his second show with us. So he played in front of 10,000 people. He was like, yeah, I'll take the gig. I was like, yeah, I figured you would.
Nice.
So now you're out on the road. You guys going to hook up in any packages? I know you've played with our friends in Wayland and Royal Bliss. Is there anything coming up for the fall?
We're pretty much doing our own thing right now. We're looking, I'd love Wayland, Royal Bliss, and I love doing that package deal where you get to go out with a band for a month and become really good friends, and once you like a band and you go on tour with them and you see them play every night, then you're a fan for life and it's over with. And songs that you hear on the radio by them, you brings up old memories and stuff. So I'd love to do that, but right now it's looking like we're going out by ourselves and doing the headlining thing, which I'm fine with. It means we get a good sound check and get to keep the drum riser.
Nice. So I saw on Facebook last week some asshole kind of stole some guitars from you guys, man. Did you get them back yet, or did
yes,
they catch
we did.
them? Oh,
we got them back within 10 hours. The power of Facebook and social media. I woke up early in the morning about 5, I was up actually because I just got off tour. Been off tour for about 2 days, and it takes me about a week to adjust to the normal schedule before I head right back out on tour. So I was up, and it was recycling day, and I was like, I heard a bunch of noise and stuff. I was like, oh man, that's kind of early for recycling. I better get my recycling outside. And went outside and saw some dude shutting the trailer up and jumping in the car, so I chased him down. Didn't catch him, and he got in the car quick enough and opened up the trailer and realized he took all the guitars. Called the police, did all that fun stuff, this happened about 5 in the morning. About 5:30, posted on our Boboflex page that someone stole our guitars. And within 8 hours, 890,000 people had seen the story and shared and made comments. So someone hit me up and said, probably about 3 o'clock that day, I hadn't slept and talking to the cops all day and doing detective work and looking through all the woods to see if they stashed them anywhere. And a guy called me up and was like, hey, man, I just saw your guitars. He said, I read your post. And less than a half hour later, a guy hit me up wanting to know if I wanted to buy all your guitars. So he gave me the guy's address and kind of set it up like, hey, I'm working with my mom, and when I get done, I'll come by and check out those guitars. And I called the police. We marched over to their house, and it was like a big crazy sting, and got the guitars back, and ended up finding out they were running a ring out of their garage, and there was all kinds of stolen property in there. But I can't thank Facebook and the Columbus, Ohio radio station and the police department and everybody how fast we got those guitars back. Every one of them.
That's awesome.
And it was crazy. It was crazy how many people cared and were angry and were looking around and doing everything they could to get those guitars back. It was a humbling experience and a magical thing, and it was just crazy.
That's awesome.
Marty, did you ask the cops to step outside for a little bit and lay a little Boboflex justice on them?
No, the cops. It was a little bizarre. Like, I saw both sides of it. I see where the police deal with this kind of stuff every day, so they're kind of jaded. Then when I saw the guy that stole them and went to his house and everything, man, I've never seen poverty like that before.
Oh.
And I'm from West Virginia, and I've seen some poverty, so I kind of really felt bad. And I'm not sure. Like, the prosecuting attorney is going to call me today. I'm not sure if I'm going to press charges. I don't know. I don't know if giving this guy a chance will make any difference, but I don't think sending somebody to prison for 8 years, because it was $10,000 worth of guitars. It's major.
Yeah.
It's a major crime.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I'm not sure. Like, going to his house and stuff and seeing, guy never had a chance. I don't know, man. It's heavy. I'm sure that he'll get in trouble again, and something else will send him to jail. I'm not sure I can be the one that does it.
That's very cool of you.
That's really big of you, man.
That's honestly, yeah.
That's like stealing.
I mean, I got them back. I got the guitars back, and I mean, I was angry at first, but when I looked at the guy right in the face and just seeing the desperation, and like I said, I've never seen poverty like that. And I come from West Virginia. I wasn't a rich kid by any means, and it just was. It was a shock. It was a culture shock. Like, oh my God.
Wow.
Here, buddy, just take one of these guitars. You know what I mean?
Man.
Wow.
Like, I wanted to buy him food or something. I was like, oh, this is terrible. And the cops were, they're jaded, and they deal with that stuff every day. So they were, they were not happy. They were angry.
Yeah, because that's
one thing. It felt really like I'm blessed to be from somewhere. I'm blessed to be in a place in my life that is not like that. So I thought, it's some pieces of wood and some strings and some electric wiring and stuff, and it's like, you know what, he didn't kill anybody. I don't know if I can send some 19-year-old kid off to prison for trying to feed his family, or maybe he's just a douchebag. I don't know. You know what I mean? It was just a weird situation, and I'm glad I got the guitars back and nobody got hurt.
Yeah, usually you think of, it's a ring and there's a bunch of big criminals behind it with all this money and shit, and then finding out it's just someone who's really broke, desperate. It's kind of heartbreaking, but still, at least he stole your babies.
Yeah, and we got them back.
Well, you got them back, so yeah.
My bass player and I kept saying when it happened, we're going to get them back, and we worked our butts off and didn't sleep and reached out to the people and I mean, if it wasn't for our fans and everybody pulling together, we'd have never got them back. So it was kind of, like I said, it was a magical experience. It was really upsetting for a little while, but then at the same time, it was like, people really care about this band and us as individuals. So it was like I said, strange experiences. A lot of anger and then a lot of happiness and a lot of like, oh my gosh, I can't believe people did this for us. And then, like I said, I saw the kid and I was like, if I'm going to do my part in humanity and that kind of stuff, I'm not sending this kid to prison. Prison doesn't help anybody.
Exactly.
That's really good.
That's cool. Hey, Marty, now a couple of weeks ago, back to the Bobaflex music, you were in town here and did an unplugged date for a bike night. You guys planning on getting out and maybe doing some unplugged stuff, or is that just a one-off special thing?
No, we do it all the time.
Yeah?
Yeah, and we've got it down to a science. We bring in a full drum kit and everything, and I really enjoy the acoustic stuff because you can hear what you're doing, which is odd. And it's just a kind of stripped down, more emotional, raw kind of thing. And we do it all the time. We do it at radio stations like probably 3-4 times a week. And anytime we roll into the radio station, if they haven't ever dealt with us before, they're like, "You're bringing drums in?" I'm like, yup. We have to have the edge over people that are actually talented. They can sit there with an acoustic guitar and sing. So we bring in all the bells and whistles, and it always works out great. And people like it. And we kind of did that on this record. There's a song called Turn Me On that it's pretty close to being straight up acoustic jam, and it turned out really cool. And it ended up being the ladies' favorites. All the ladies that bought the record, they keep private messaging me and telling me how much they love the song. And what else? Yeah, it's definitely something we enjoy doing.
Come on, they say other stuff. Come on, what else? What else do they say?
They send pictures. They send pictures and things.
Good for you, man.
Nice.
Hey, Marty, so what's the plan for Bobaflex for the rest of 2015? Is it just constant touring?
Constant touring, and then we go to Europe next year.
Nice.
Looking like we're going to Europe in February, and I can't wait to go to Europe. Because Europe is like Wisconsin in the Midwest. The Midwest is like Europe. They still love rock there. They have great radio stations. The radio stations listen to their fan base, and they put on these amazing festivals, and that's kind of what Europe's like. So I'm thinking that it's going to be like Wisconsin with not as good cheese and a little bit of language barrier.
But they do have good sausage in Germany, so it'll feel a little
I
like
heard
Wisconsin.
about that.
Yeah.
And you can buy prostitutes legally.
Yeah.
And hot chicks. It should be.
Yeah, you can walk right up to the window. I'm not saying that I'm going to do that, but that's still pretty cool.
Yeah. There's always the crew that you got to look out for.
Yeah.
I mean, there's an option there.
Hey, Marty, so the new album is out. It's called Anything That Moves. You want to give us a little insight on that title?
Well, it's either violent or sexual, and that's the way all our album titles have always been. You can either take it in a violent way or a sexual way, and I think this one summed it up pretty well. We're pretty big Frank Booth fans from the movie Blue Velvet, and that's one of his big lines in that movie. And we just kind of thought, it makes perfect sense. If you say anything that moves, and you can put anything you want in front of it, and that's kind of how that's our attitude.
All right. Well, what do you got going, Jerry?
So I noticed on the album there isn't a lot of cowbell. You do that on purpose just to piss me off, or what?
Isn't a lot of what?
A cowbell.
Oh, yeah, our cowbell broke.
Oh, man.
My drummer is a meat hammer. He breaks things quickly.
Cowbells are hard to break, man.
Well,
he breaks them left and right. I'm like, really? We got to get another cowbell? I mean, he goes through cymbals, and guitar heads, and sticks. And good thing he has an endorsement deal through all of them because they're all free. But he breaks them so fast that his endorsement guys are like behind. Like, oh, okay, we got to send you more stuff out. I mean, we're always like, man, are those cymbals in yet? Those, snare drums in yet? He just slams the drums, man.
Well, I was going to say, for your big show coming up in Belvedere with Powerman 5000 and all that great lineup that you're playing with there, we could probably bring you down a cowbell if needed.
I dare you.
An industrial strength.
Yeah.
And when he breaks it, I'll send it back to you, and you can as a souvenir. And you'll be shocked how fast it comes back to you.
All right, that's on. We're going to be there. Hey, Marty, if people want to find out where to keep up on the best news and where to pick up your albums and stuff, where do people want to check out online?
iTunes is the best way to get the album. You can order through CD Baby and actually get the physical copy. You can go to our merch store, which is richardsouthern.com. Amazing merch store out of Tennessee. They do all our shirts, and they're awesome. And they actually have signed copies of the album. As far as buying the record in stores, we got something going on now that Best Buy and stuff have a bunch of, like, at first they're like, you're not Taylor Swift. There's nothing against Taylor Swift. She's awesome. She's the champion for the music industry.
Yeah.
But, people don't really sell CDs in stores anymore. But now, all of a sudden, with the first week sales and everything, now Best Buy and distribution companies are like, can we get a bunch of CDs? Can you mail us a bunch of CDs? Because we're getting tons of orders. So I think, if you go to Best Buy, you can get it there. But pretty much, there's this new thing called the interweb and iTunes, and that's what all the kids are doing. And so that's, we kind of just weren't too worried about getting CDs in stores. You can get the CDs in certain places, but like Facebook and our website, all the information's there.
Can we get a vinyl copy somewhere?
Getting ready to press vinyl. I can't wait.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
It's going to have an alternative cover on it, and maybe the song, there's a couple little different things on the songs where the songs, some of the parts got cut, some of the songs will be a little longer and a little bit different, and I can't wait just to have it. If we don't sell one vinyl, which I don't think is going to be true because people keep asking about vinyl. Yeah. But if we don't sell one vinyl, I'm pressing them just to have it on my wall. Like,
I will definitely buy a copy of this new album on vinyl.
For sure.
That is awesome. And the whole album kicks ass. We're loving it. And we want to play another track off it, Marty. And you suggested we played Dry Your Eyes. Why don't you tell us a little bit about this tune?
It was up to be the single. It was Dry Your Eyes or Drugs Away. And we just decided to go with Drugs Away because it's a little more, the message is a little more in your face, and it was a good single coming off Glad You're Dead. But Dry Your Eyes was right behind it, and it's about a relationship that I was in, and just after a while, it was like, yeah, that's enough. Okay, this is it's like I've been through this before, not doing it again. See ya.
Cool. Nice. Well, Marty, we appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule. We know Bovaflex is all over, and we can't. I mean, you're up in our neighborhood all the time. We hope to see you real soon, and you're always welcome back here on Rock and Metal Revival.
For sure.
Thank you so much. You guys have been great to us, and anything you need from us, you let us know, and I will get that cowbell back to you maybe that night it broke it.
All right.
Nice.
From the CD Fortress, there's Alter Bridge and Addicted to the Pain. Dude, I'm really starting to like them more and more. Alter Bridge. Yeah.
Good stuff, man. He's a good guitar player. And that singer guy, he's not too
Miles Kennedy is not too bad. But
he can hit them notes.
Speaking of that guitar player, Mark Tremonti is going to be our guest next week right here on Rock and Metal Revival. His solo act, Tremonti, has a new album called Cauterized. And,
very clever name.
Yes.
Very clever name.
Yeah. And we're gonna have him on the show next week, and they're going out on the road with Trivium, so that should be a pretty good tour. And Mark's always been a great guitar player. I mean, he's written some great songs over the past 15 years.
Yeah,
and a lot of different styles, man. When you think about it, Creed and Alter Bridge and Tremonti, and he's played on a lot of what do you say, those covers albums, those tribute to, and great guitar player and a good guy, man. Yeah. So we'll have him on the show next week. We also want to thank Marty McCoy from Boboflex for coming on the show. They are always welcome here. A bunch of great guys, and if they come to your area, make sure you get out and see the guys. For sure, man. Good live band, man. And make sure you tell them that you heard them here on Rock and Metal Revival. Yeah. Okay? Or not. No, tell them you heard it, because I don't. Yeah. But that was a nice guy, man. I mean, when it comes to that one guy stealing his stuff, shit, I gained you know what? I always liked Marty, and I got a lot of respect. I'm a even bigger Boboflex fan after that. Also, we want to remind you, mark your calendars. October 16th, Janesville, Wisconsin, Drunken Monkey. We are going to have the V. The V. That's right. Veronica Freeman will be in town, and she'll come back on the show. Maybe we can get a couple of her band members to come on the show. You think so? I think we can get the bass player and the guitar player. I heard they were dicks. No. I'm going to ask. I'm going to tell him that. Yeah. Hey, my guy says you guys are dicks. That's all right. They give me any shit, I won't work on their guitars. So please put that on your. Maybe we can get one of those guys from the CMS to come up. Oh, no. No, they're not that cool. Then we'd have to fumigate and all that stuff. That's true. No, right. I don't know. All right, so that's going to wind the show up. That could be expensive. Yeah, really, true. Have to get drug dogs. Anyways. Jeez, really? So what are they doing? I don't know. Maybe they've been working at Taco Bell. That's going to wind up the show. I want to play one from a band that actually listens to this show. Oh, no, really? Yeah, from the CD Smoking Hearts and Broken Guns. This is Shaman's Harvest. The song's called Silent Voice. Until next week. Cool. Don't drink and drive. Smoke and fly. Peace. Pipes.
This brings to an end another edition of Rock and Metal Revival. If you enjoyed it, tell a friend. If you didn't, tell two. Until next time, this is Rock and Metal Revival.
Hey, stop crowding us, you shit-faced cockmasters. Wow.
To catch the whole show of Rock and Metal Revival, all you have to do is check it out on these affiliates. Mega Rock Radios on Saturdays from 11 a.m. Eastern Time, and on Uncontrolled Noise Tuesdays at 1 a.m., Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and on Saturday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern on UncontrolledNoise.com. And make sure that you leave them a message and tell them that you found Rock and Metal Revival on their stations. Enjoy this edition of Rock and Metal Revival.